You've mentioned that smart sites can learn and evolve over time. So, how does that work in practice?
Yeah, so it works one of two ways. So the principal way is as you feed it new information. So let's say I want this information about this conversation we're having to be on my website. As soon as I save this in the AI brain, it is immediately indexed. And so when somebody comes in, they ask a question about smart sites, they might get a nuanced answer from this very podcast that I've uploaded into my site. That's one way. The second is it takes the default agents that are inherent in the model, whether it's OpenAI, Anthropic. Right now, we're only supporting OpenAI, but we will release Anthropic, DeepSeek, and Gemini probably before the summer. So it will take those underlying models, and the conversation has conversational memory, so that as you're having a conversation with it, it's remembering everything that's in that conversation and will be contextually aware of where it is in the conversation. And we save that conversation for like 7 days. So if you come back a couple days later, you're like, oh, I had this question that my boss asked me. I come back to the site, it'll remember your conversation from there and continue along the path that you needed to come down. Now, under the hood, because we're storing all this and making it available in the database, you can now use that information for what's called fine tuning, allowing you to start tuning the models to get better at answering different questions. But there's really two ways, probably more than two ways, but there's two fundamental ways that you can make an AI seem smarter. One is by the quality of the information you give it. This is called retrieval augmented generation. The second is by the tone of information that it presents. This is called fine tuning. And we support both of those in this paradigm.